Hi everybody, it's Nicole Atherton. I am back with a Project Life process video. I'm working on week 48 and it's been quite a while since I've done an actual process video for Project Life. So I'm using the December Studio Calico kit. That is the documenter kit called Northern Lights, and I will also be pulling a few elements from the scrapbook kit that I also subscribe to. It's super easy for me and I don't have to think about what I'm going to use because they already all coordinate. I really like these gray transparency pieces and I will be using some of these later, but right now I'm working on my title card and trying to figure out what I'm going to put on here. These are like super cool little wood veneer stars that are, I guess they're more like starbursts or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, they're not plain. They painted them kind of this neat burgundy color. And then these plastic things that are also like asterisks, these are coming from the scrapbook kit, and all the stuff I just pulled over from the scrapbook kit. And so these two chipboard sheets, one from the documenter kit, one from the scrapbook kit, they have the same shapes, but they have slightly different things on them. So that's also really cool. So I'm kind of just playing around, moving things around until I have everything settled the way I think that I like it. And it takes me a bit of time. Again, maybe I'm out of practice, but I don't know if you guys experience that. But if I've been away from crafting for a long time, I'm like, it takes me a while to get back into the swing of things and where things are going to go that they look nice. And so this is the orientation that I think I like the most. And of course, then I hit the card and everything moves. So I found my week stamp set. This is probably like 2 or 3 years old by now. It's a Studio Calico stamp set that has the week number and a bunch of different letters in it. And I don't always put the week number on my title card, but I just felt like I wanted to this time. Week number 48. And then I'm going to be using my date stamp to put the dates in there after I adhere down this chipboard piece. I'm just using my regular adhesive on these wood veneer things, and it seems to work pretty well, as well as for the flare and the plastic little asterisk up there. Just putting the dates of the week on here now. And this spans November 27th to December 3rd. Okay, so this first card, it's not the best picture, but this is the best one that I could get. This is the outside of the testing center on the day that I took my test, which is the 27th. That has taken me away from scrapbooking for so long. And so, of course, I had to document it. And I didn't know then, of course, but I know now. I passed, yay. But I was, it's nerve-wracking taking a recertification exam. And, you don't want to fail. And if you fail, you have another chance or two. I don't even know how many chances you have, but I don't really care anymore. So it's done. And now I am going to put my title on there. And the title is going to read Recert Exam because I couldn't fit a recertification exam on there. And I'm using the yellow letters that came with the documenter kit. And you may have seen me do this before, but I'm putting my letters on a piece of packaging so that I can see where I'm going to be putting where I can put it on the card. And then I only put the very bottom part, like the bottom maybe third or a quarter of the letter on the little packaging thing to line them up. And then when I move them over to the card, I can tap down on the top part and then peel the bottom part off. Just documenting and journaling about the exam experience and what the exam is for and why I had to take it. Okay. That is going to be done, and I'm moving on. Going to be selecting some cards to fill in this middle section here, and Again, I'm a little rusty, so it takes me a while to figure out which ones I think I want and choose those. Of course, immediately after the exam, we busted out Christmas and decorated and all that stuff because we had gotten the tree the Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend and just put the tree up and didn't decorate it, but we wanted to get it in water and all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking through some of my December daily embellishments since I'm starting to talk about Christmas a little bit at the end of November, and just thinking about what to use. I'm kind of moving all around here. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm, kind of scattered and getting back into the swing of things here. But I pulled out the papers that go to the scrapbook kit because I needed to make another 4x6 card to put that bottom photo on. So I pulled out this paper. I don't know what the name of it is. Let me see. The name of the Studio Calico paper is called Aurora, and I'm using the A side. And the thing that I'm documenting, you guys are probably going to think I'm totally weird, but I'm documenting this chart that was in the bathroom at work, and it's a chart about stool and the kinds of stool, like poop, and I thought it was funny just because it's funny. And secondly, because it was in the bathroom, which is also funny. And I'm never going to be like too old for poop jokes. Sorry. It's a little uneducated, but I don't care. It's hilarious. So I had to document that. And then I was looking for a stamp set that I could have sworn that I had. I just recently in January went through and reorganized and kind of purged some things. And I could have sworn I had a stamp set. I think it's from Allie Edwards that says LOL on it, but I couldn't find it for the life of me. So I had to find some other letters that I could use. So I chose these thickers that are a little whimsical, and I think kind of gets the point across. And then I use a chipboard piece from the December Daily main kit that Allie Edwards put out, and there's some numbers on there, and so I used those numbers to make those little bullet points. I'm just thinking, is it too heavy on this side? But I think once I put the journaling next to everything, then the numbers won't look so heavy on the left-hand side of the card. And to keep with the whimsical nature of the card, I don't line up the numbers directly in a straight line. I sort of have them askew and off of the center and everything like that. So okay. Next, I'm going to be moving on and attempting to find some of these journaling cards that I want. No, wait, I changed my mind. I got distracted. And I'm using my white pen to write directly onto the photo. I'm very happy with this pen. And I'll link this in the supplies information beneath this video. But it's called Posca, Posca, and it looks like a Japanese pen. But anyway, I got it on Amazon, and I'll link that in the description below. So I'm looking now for something that says Deck the Halls. And all of the Christmas crap that's still on my table, there has to be something that says Deck the Halls. And I know I didn't use it in my December daily, so it's got to be around here somewhere. So I'm looking for that. I also pulled these transparent elements, these transparent words, from the Making Spirits Bright add-on that was the Studio Calico holiday kit. This is the last thing that I could think of that might have Deck the Halls, and it has it. Yes. Score. That's from the Allie Edwards December Daily Kit, the main kit. I'll link it below, but the actual physical kit is no longer available, but the digital kit is, so I'll link the digital kit. And so I'm going to use that somehow. It won't eventually stay there, but that's where it's going to go. So I took the card that I was going to use and I typed it on my typewriter, and then I brought it back. And I didn't want to put the Deck the Halls thing on across the top because that was just like too much text in that side of the card. So I wanted to twist it sideways and put it on the left side to bring some weight to the left side of the card. Added a little chipboard piece that says currently and added the date to that. Now I'm working on another card, and I used the transparent tag, the black and white tag, but I wanted a backing to that little chipboard piece that said stay cozy with some socks on it. I just thought it was a little too small for the tag, and so I found some of the scrapbook paper and I used the B side of one of the papers to punch out a circle and then kind of give it a mat, if you will. I'm only putting adhesive in the center of the transparent tag where the embellishment that I just made is going to cover it up, because otherwise you can see the adhesive through the transparency. The other way I adhere transparent elements is to staple it, and I do a lot of stapling with my tiny attacher in this layout as well. This one, this is a chipboard piece that says did my best, and I couldn't think of a better place to put that than on the card where I'm talking about the exam. And just adding some more of these little red stars. I'm going to do something more with that card with the tree on it, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, so I'm moving on to the right side of the layout. So I knew already that my favorite was going to go onto Maggie's photo. Don't tell the other animals. They're all my favorite, but at that moment she was my favorite. And then So Much to Celebrate. That's a digital brush from Ali Edwards' digital stamp collection. I think it's called Celebrate, actually, and it has a lot of, cheers and celebrate and things like that in the file. I will link that below if it's available on her site. Some of the files that I have of hers are super old and she hasn't re-released them yet, and so if I can't find it, I'll let you know. And so what I did is I added that top photo to a little pocket that I will later attach to the outside of the page protector, and then you can flip it up and see the photo of the people that I went to dinner with underneath. And those two photos were related, so I thought that made sense to do it that way. And then I like these label stickers that came in the Documenter kit. We got 2 sheets of them, which is awesome. And so just adding a little bit of detail to that photo there. And then the one on the bottom where I get back into my studio right after the exam and then get distracted by December again. And sadly, this is so dumb. I videotaped the process video, I recorded it for that layout there, and then I accidentally deleted it. So I don't actually have that anymore. So great. Okay, so working on the middle section now, and I think things are moving along a little faster now. I really wanted to use some more of these gray transparent pieces because I really like them, and I had just a few things that I wanted to say, so I just needed a small space. So I'm going to select that card and adhere that happy there. So I'm trying to figure out what else to put on that side, and the card that I'd originally selected had too much of that coral in it, so I needed to find a different card. And the burgundy is in this magic moment. So I think that looks pretty good. We have 2 in the center that have kind of whiter backgrounds, and then 2 that are a little darker. So it's balanced and not too heavy on one side or the other. And my journaling is just talking about how good it feels to be back in the studio creating, doing something with my hands that's not work related. And makes me happy. So I adhered that with my tiny attacher, and then I'm going to use this little chipboard piece, and it just has the abbreviations of the days of the week on the bottom, and it's in the words are in the same color as the yellow color on that tag, so that coordinated nicely. And then again, I'm just attaching this little star to the tag. And I'm going to put some more of these asterisks or bursts or whatever you want to call them across this side of the page as well. Trying to figure out where I want it to go. So as I'm thinking and looking about at this side, I'm thinking about what's on the other side, and there, if you could look at the left side, those two cards, it has two photos and a lot of journaling, and then on the right hand side, you know, there's the picture of Maggie, there's the picture of the cotton candy in the bottom, and so there's a lot of words on the left and not a lot of words on the right. So I kind of move things around to provide a little more balance to the spread itself, and I like the way that that turned out a little bit better. And again, just trying to pull some more of that burgundy and some other things into the spread itself. And then this is what I ended up doing with that tree card. Trying to put some more stuff in there. That's too much. I don't like that. So just, it's a trial and error kind of thing and see what's working. And in the end, I just decided to go with the 1. And I moved it over because that star would have been too close to the stars in the title page and all that other stuff. So I do this a lot, and I play around with things until it looks visually pleasing to me. I don't know if it's right or not. It just looks good, you know, for me, and so then I stick with it. And I find one more cardboard piece, chipboard piece that says all the pretty things, and I thought that was good at the end of, you know, the bottom of that flower card. So here it is, week 48, and I'm so glad that you guys are here again. Time is super valuable to everybody, and it's the one commodity that we can't make more of. And so every moment is precious in our lives, and thank you for spending these moments of your day with me and hanging out. And I hope that you got some ideas and we'll come back. And if you want to be notified when I have a new video, hit the subscribe button and click on the notifications, and you'll be getting all those notifications when I make a new video, which will be on a regular basis. So let me know if you have any questions, and until next time, happy crafting. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.